Hey everybody, it's Mr. Delusive with the weekly Devblog. Last week I worked more on the AI again and getting that almost complete. I'm pretty happy with where it's at, but there's still adjustments I'm gonna make. I also did some gameplay visual changes, so I'll show that off. I'll just put the volume up now. I'll show off this first area. It gets pretty crazy at the moment, just to demo the AI in mass. So I'll just mute myself for a bit and then you can see that. So, hang on, there we go. So yeah, you might have noticed a few things. I'll just put the volume down a bit more. Yeah, you might have noticed a few things. That's the HUD change. The ships no longer collide with you. I've just removed it. I think it works better, especially with the new AI. This still changing. Obviously I'm still working on some stuff, but yeah, if you notice as well, the foreground and background changed too. So that's another thing. And I'm flying here now to demo the AI on a smaller scale so you can see. And the foreground, I've changed, yeah, these dust particles. Pretty happy with them, but it might be too much, not sure. So as you can see, the AI will keep repositioning itself. It will slow down so it can shoot at you if it gets in range, or if you try and fly away, it will chase you. And because my ship's slower than theirs, they'll keep jumping between speeding up and slowing down to stay in a decent range. So this ship, you can't really evade their gunfire because this ship is so slow compared to theirs. As you can see there, some clouds. The background has changed. That's now 2 layers. So they're keeping up with me. If I go down here, the cloud there is at a different layer than the main star layer, and then so now I've split the background into 2 so that even the background has a little bit of depth, but these dust particles or space particles or whatever, I might lower the count of them, but they're there to give that foreground depth. If you notice, some are moving faster, so similar to the system I set up when I first started with the gameplay area. is yeah, so I've just updated that a bit. The only issue I'm having, which I wish could change, but I'm not sure if it's going to lag the game too much. But if you notice here, if I turn this way, you'll see it. So see how they're hitting the ship, above the ship? That's because the source rect isn't changing. The image is, but the source rect I don't rotate, because to create new rects there's a bit more calculations than just rotating the image. So I wasn't doing it, because especially in I'll just destroy these. So yeah, I think that showed off the AI enough. So they were repositioning when they got too close to get a new angle, so they could keep shooting you. But yeah, with the source rect, it's a bit more, it's always thinking your ship is this way. So even when you're facing this way, the source rect is calculated facing this way. So yeah, I might look into it, try it with updating, because that's in the image class I built. That'll be just updating. This is another thing I need to change. I'm changing these images anyway. These energy shield and health bars, and now there's the warp bar here. This line here is no longer necessary. I can remove that. But yeah, that's the changes I did this week. Yeah, gonna change those again. AI I'll probably keep as it is at the moment and work on that source rec thing, and yeah, I mean, there's only 3 locations I've changed how these images work, so I'll be doing that for a lot of the other locations. So cleaning, I think there's probably too much of these space dust particles. Yeah, maybe in like ViperSec space where there's a lot of clouds, there'll be a lot of these as well. But yeah, probably DelSec and Griffin and yeah, all the open space areas will have less, so it doesn't look so cluttered. But yeah, at least now there's that feeling of depth a bit better, and it's based on moving around a bit more. So yeah, just wanted to show that off, because yeah, I was just working on AI. There's not really much to go through besides that AI. So yeah, I guess I'll leave this video at that, and I can't remember if I did anything else. Pretty sure that was it. The HUD, the gameplay a bit, and the AI. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you next week.